thought it was kind of funny. That's all that came to my head. I had a best podcast.
Beth, would you give them a B flat, please? Okay, you ready to go? Okay, so make sure you've got somebody to help you tomorrow because Ann won't be here with that. Just arrive earlier and it'll be fine. Okay, it looks great.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Places, please.
Jester of the court of Queen Isabel, the tonight, I shall be your master of ceremonies. It is whence upon this very morrow's eve that your taste buds shall be delighted and your ear holes enchanted. Let it be known that a marvelous feast awaits prepared for you all, and its delicious succulence is so ridiculously magnificent, it can't be rivaled. It is, of course, prepared by our most humble chefs with the utmost humility. And now it is time for the much anticipated entrance into a night of frolic and fancy. It is time for a few words of rhyme and whimsy, as scribed our very own poetic wordsmith, Lady Beaverpelt, who has just returned from her adventures in the New World.
Howdy, 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 folks. I wrote this myself. Welcome y'all who've come from afar, brave and highwaymen to dine with us. Most y'all probably came here in a car. If not, maybe a train or plane or bus. It is my honor to read you this poem. We plan on tickling your funny bone. Tonight you won't soon forget, I do believe. You're about to have a wonderful evening. With song and verse, with rhyme and wit, let us entertain you for a bit. We'll try not to keep you past your curfews, but we're eager to share our beautiful news. Ick. I could rhyme all night if I wanted to be a prig, because my vocabulary is extremely big. But I would not be a servant who is loyal if I didn't introduce our much-loved royal. Tea.
Lords and ladies, may I introduce to you Her Majesty and her royal court. call here your gracious Queen Isabel.
Lords and ladies, serfs and nobles, welcome to my very big castle. In this hall tonight, we shall make merry and feast together. But first, it is ceremonious and proper that I offer a toast. Since I am a lady of very few words, I shall call upon the translational skills of one of my royal aides. Lady Margaret Peggy, are you here?
Yes, my queen, I am present and here.
Good. You will help me offer a toast to our esteemed guest.
Yes, my lady, and in anticipation of this auspicious occasion, I have prepared a few brief words. Her Majesty hereby elevates her goblet, proffered in allegorical accolade, to those of you in receipt of the following well wishes, and bids you gesture similarly as insignia of your equal measure of faith.
Please raise your goblets.
Ah, please raise your goblets.
And may your karma include assurance endowing a lifespan of an unusually elongated nature.
May you live long.
May you live long.
May your aforementioned fate also include an element of physical vigor and, aside from longevity, a general state of well-being perpetuating through the previously and correspondingly desired for duration of survival.
May you be healthy.
May you be healthy.
And may the precursory two entreaties be supplemented by a third and ultimate hope that your destiny will include any or all of the following facets. Article 1A, may your
Thank you very much, Lady Margaret Peggy. Your redundancy has been most appreciated.
Yes, of course, Your Highness.
Let us toast to one another. Wassail!
have knaves, nor vagabonds, or scalawags dining in her presence. Lady Canterbury, would you be so kind?
Of course. Lady Canterbury. Say, where did you come across that name?
Well, it's funny you ask, actually. I once tried to inter a dead horse on the land of a most inhospitable lord.
Well, what happened?
He said, "Milady, I'm afraid you can't bury him here."
Please, Lady Canterbury, do go on with the dining rules.
As you wish, milady. I hereby present, lords and ladies, I hereby proclaim the royal rules of dining, as set forth by Her Highness Queen Isabel. 1. Guests shall utilize silverware set out on the table in place of their fingers. 2. Sloppy eating, drooling, or raucous behavior is strongly discouraged. 3. Belching or flatulence in the presence of Her Majesty the Queen will result in execution, unless Her Majesty is engaged in contest. 4. Swearing, cursing, or any foreign language is strongly prohibited, especially French.
Thank you, Lady Canterbury. And now, lords and ladies, the main course. Bring forth the poison!
The boar's head in hand bear I, bedecked with bays and rosemary. And I pray you, masters, be merry,
Methinks that perhaps she is not the only one.
Ah, yes, the famous bird the bard.
would wish it, I would be honored to demonstrate your Majesty's own clever wits in the form of a game.
A game?
Yes, your Majesty, a game of riddles. For it is widely known that the queen of this realm is so wise and so knowing that she can solve any riddle.
Well, yes, that is true.
Very well then. For my first riddle, what is black and white and red all over?
Let's see. Black and white. Oh yes, and red all over. That's too simple. You simply must do better.
Then your Majesty has it?
Of course, it's a cow dipped in red paint.
Yes, of course it is. I see your Majesty's wit requires a riddle worthy of your superior skill. Very well, I have another. I have 100 legs, but cannot stand or walk. A long sturdy neck, but no head atop. I cannot see, but I am neat and tidy as can be. What am I?
Let's see. 100 legs, long sturdy neck, neat and tidy. Oh yes, of course.
Then your ladyship has it?
I do. Of course, it's a mythical riddle.
It is?
Yes. You see, you describe the ancient decapitated beast of Babylon with the body of a centipede and the neck of a giraffe, who is forever doomed to prune those ancient gardens. Am I right?
Yes, indeed you are.
Please, Bart, please. You simply must do better.
All right, I have one that shall surely stump you. But I once warn you, your Majesty, this riddle has stumped men for centuries, and the mere mention of it has driven some to insanity. And it is rumored that this very riddle so perplexed the most brilliant minds of the world that it has accounted for the crumbling of kingdoms and empires alike. Dost thou still wish it?
Yes, of course.
Very well. When is a door not a door?
Well then,
Jars, anybody? I've got a lot of jars here.
a door not being a door.
Look, I have all these jars. Would anyone like a jar? I found a jar. You see a jar?
This is quite a peculiar one, isn't it?
Your Majesty, would you like a jar? Please take a jar. You can keep almost anything in a jar.
Not right now, thank you. I'm trying to... Oh yes! It's so simple. I can't believe I didn't see that right away.
Then your Majesty has contrived it.
I have.
And so when is a door not a door?
A door is no longer a door when it is a bread box.
I'm sorry, what?
A bread box.
A bread box!
Yes, a bread box. The door cannot be both a door and a bread box, now can it?
Certainly not.
So it must be either one at any given time. And if that is true, then we know that the door cannot be a bread box while it is still being a door.
Your Majesty's brilliance amazes even me.
Oh, Chester!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now that our guests have finished eating, let us entertain them. Anon.
Certainly. Perhaps Bert the Bard would indulge us with his fantastical tall tales.
Very well. I have a tale for thee, your highness. But to tell it, I'm afraid I will be needing the assistance of a few volunteer actors.
Do we have any actors among us? Is there anyone who is fluent in the language of the theater? Anything will do, folks. We're not picky, as you can already see. Lords and ladies, during the play that will unfold before you, you will be encouraged to cheer, boo, hiss, and laugh as the situation permits. To be sure we're all on the same page, let's give each of these a try. For example, I've done something heroic and noble. Wonderful. And now I've done something cool and evil. Wonderful. And now I've just told a very funny joke. Perfect. I think we're getting the idea. Take it away, O Bard.
Very well, very well. Our story begins a long, long time ago in a kingdom far, far away. Princess Elsie was once the daughter of a very powerful and noble king. Her undeniable beauty was renowned throughout the four corners of the world, and you can see why. It was also said that her singing could enslave the hearts of any man. I said her singing could enslave the heart of any man. Her singing. Sing. Ah, pure bliss. But it was once Princess Elsia's unfortunate luck to one day ensnare the affections of a dark and sinister villain. This cruel character was the evil sorcerer Malicious. Malicious was an evil character who had one day, a long time ago, sold his soul to the devil in exchange for unnatural magical powers. Long ago, when the devil gave him these powers, Malicious was able to stand against any king and any emperor because of them. Obviously, he is a very cool character. Let's hear your evil laugh, Malicious. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Maybe you can't. Anyway, with a magical spell, Malicious was able to enchant the Princess Elsia and take her from her kingdom to the Fortress of Doom, hidden high in the mountains. But, lords and ladies, be ye not without hope, for our story has a hero! Behold the brave Prince Arturian! Prince Arturian fell deeply in love with the Princess Elsia after listening to one of her solo albums. And he swore to her father the king that he would rescue her from the dastardly clutches of the evil sorcerer Malicious. The prince was, as you can see, very handsome and possessed an almost magical ability to hypnotize anyone by making a certain mystical face. Now, Prince Arturian was also known throughout the kingdom for being able to reduce a room full of chuckling morons to complete silence with this very face. I said Prince Arturian can reduce a room full of chuckling morons to complete silence with this very face. Huh? Look at that, it actually worked. And so the Prince Arturian, eager to bring justice to the evil sorcerer Malicious and reclaim his one true love, Princess Elsia, set forth to the mountains atop his trusty sidekick, Fumbo the Mule. Give us a neigh, Fumbo.
Eeyore.
I said atop his trusty sidekick. Come on, get on him. Perfect. And so, Fumbo and Arturian traveled to and fro, back and forth and all around. At separate points along their journey, they encountered obstacles, which they had to daringly jump over. Jump! Before arriving finally at last at the Fortress of Doom, hidden high in the mountains. All right, you can get off them now. It is here that the brave Prince Arturian and the evil sorcerer Malicious meets at last. Malicious engages Arturian and tries to enchant him with a magical spell. But Arturian is not swayed by this evil device and wards it off with his piercing stare, a variant of his mystical face. At last, Malicious is done with child's play and engages Arturian in an amazingly detailed, highly choreographed, and breathtakingly dramatic duel to the death! A gory pulverization of flesh and sinew as two masters at arms go head-to-head in a deadly game of swordplay! A bone-grinding, teeth-clenching, gut-wrenching climax to our tale, filled with unbridled passion and crazed fury, all driven into one final battle royale. A blood-filled frenzy of clashing steel as two expert swordmen go head-to-head in a deadly game of swordplay. Fine then, or maybe just some cheap amateur version of a fight scene I described. Whatever, who cares? What am I anyway? The narrator? That'll do. Yeah, thanks. You can stop now. Please stop. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. At the last of that awesome awesome and expertly executed sword fight, Malatius was about to cleave off Prince Arturian's head when Princess Elzia sang out at that moment for her lover's life. For a split second, Malatius is mesmerized by her entrancing voice. In this window of opportunity, Arturian takes his sword and runs the crooked magician through, killing him at last! Then Prince Arturian reclaims his one true love, and they embrace longingly and share a passionate, yet PG-13 rated handshake.